Good morning guys, welcome back to another video with me. If you're new here, my name's Amy and I have been on a weight loss journey for the last couple of years following the Starch Solution and using the principles of calorie density. I have learned how to make massive portions of delicious food every single day and lose weight effortlessly in the process. I am so in love with this way of eating. It's completely changed my entire world and I want to show you what I'm eating every single day to show you as a busy mum how I make this lifestyle work for me, and meal planning, food prep, all of that good stuff, habits I put in place, all of those fun things. So I want to show you everything I am eating today. It is a Monday. And if you guys don't know, Monday morning is the only time where I get any time to myself because Abe and Romy are both at, school and nursery. However, I have been working all morning long. I've had so much to do this morning. I've literally been non-stop. It's about midday and I haven't eaten anything, which sounds crazy. No, I don't follow intermittent fasting. It's not something I've tried to do. This is literally just because I haven't really been very hungry. And you know, sometimes when you're focused on something and you're so involved in something else, you are really able to listen to your hunger fullness cues properly because your mind is elsewhere. If I wake up and I don't really have much going on, let me move you through because I don't know why I'm crouching. If I wake up and I don't really have much going on, I automatically start thinking about food related things sooner than I would have. If I had loads of work on and loads of things to do, then I only think about food when I'm actually properly hungry. So not that you have to busy yourself if you're starting to get hungry or something, but you know, having a really rich and full life where you're not thinking about food all the time is a fantastic way to really listen to your hunger fullness cues properly, because if you're busy you will only stop when you're hungry. Anyway, my point is I get excited about hunger fullness cues. You guys know that if you've been around for a while. So yes, it's 12 o'clock. I have no idea what I'm actually going to be making today. Because I haven't really thought about it. However, this morning when I was making Abe's breakfast and the kids' breakfast and stuff, I did put on some chickpeas. So it might be chickpea related. I'm really fancying, let me move you out the light. I'm really fancying that chickpea pizza I made the other day, but I don't think I've got the time or energy to make it right now. The other thing I was fancying is just like some mash or some chips or something potatoey, because I've got loads and loads and loads of potatoes that I need to eat. And potatoes are obviously one of the best foods for weight loss. They are so low calorie density and the most satisfying food on the entire planet. So the more potatoes you can eat and put into your life, the better. And if you're struggling to see weight loss, get in more potatoes. Find ways of making potatoes incredible and delicious. Jump into a potato reset if you want to. I mentioned that I'm going to be doing a potato reset in like a week or so. And I'm very, very, very excited about that. So yes, anyway, I will have a think. And you know what? Let's just keep it simple. It sounds really... right, okay. I don't know. I have lots of different thoughts going on in my mind at the moment, to be honest. So I've got some leftover veggies. There's a few little potatoes from my hash that I made yesterday. So I've got that. And I might also just keep my veggies simple today. And I might just eat half a cucumber with that because I can't really bother to make any veggies. But yes, so I'm going to eat that. And then I think I might just make a very basic porridge. It might just be a bit boring. But you know, when you've got a busy day, actually sometimes the porridge is just such a great staple. So I'm literally just going to do 1 cup of oats, 2 cups of water, some banana. I'm going to put some chickpeas on there because I love beans in everything. And some cinnamon and keep it simple. So I'll show you when I've got that together. So while I'm getting all of this stuff together, I'm chopping up my cucumbers, and I've also decided to have an apple on there because I fancy something sweet and crunchy. I just wanted to chat to you guys about salt and about my thoughts on salty things, really. I'll just adjust you so you can see my face. So when I went over to my mum's, I was very inspired she's given up salt and she's really loving the fact that she's given up salt, and she said her taste buds have really readjusted themselves, and she's getting a lot out of it. So I am very curious, like you guys know from yesterday, to dabble in that. Nice. And just to try it out and just to see what happens if I eliminate salt for a period of time. Do my taste buds adjust, or do I actually prefer having my food a little bit saltier? I don't know, it depends. The thing is, I really want to enjoy my food. I love food. and I get real excitement from enjoying my food. So if my taste buds are not able to adjust to the level that I really enjoy food, I don't know whether I'm going to continue it, because I really do like to enjoy food. And it sounds like such a silly sentence to say, but I don't know how else to phrase it. So basically I'm trying to think about, I was going to do a trial period and I was going to start it from yesterday immediately, but actually I don't know whether I'm going to, purely because I've got my sister-in-law coming this Thursday, because we're going to be writing an oil-free Indian cookbook. And obviously the majority of the world uses salt. So we're going to be cooking with salt. She likes salt. Everyone is going to be eating it. I want to get their real reaction. So we are going to be using salt in that. So I'm going to be having and consuming a lot of regular medium amount of salt in the next week after that. So what I think I'm going to do is, I think after she's gone, I may dabble in trying out some salt-free stuff. But for the meantime, before she gets here, I might just try toning down my salty levels, just to see how it goes. So you know what, this morning I will just have, these are salt-free and I made them yesterday. I will just continue to have this salt-free. Maybe I will do more salt-free stuff before she gets here. I don't know. I'm going to mull it over and see how I feel. It's actually pretty tasty. The tricky thing is, there's no need to go salt-free necessarily. In terms of weight loss, it's not a weight loss thing. It's great in terms of being able to honor my hunger fullness cues, but it's also just something to strive for in terms of my health. And it's nice to move in that. It's always nice. I like moving forwards in everything I'm doing. So, you know, if I got to a place where I could eliminate salt, I'd be thrilled about that. That'd be lovely. And I would like to be able to just appreciate the food for what it is. However, I'm still dabbling and I'm not going to fully commit to it. Let me know if any of you guys have ever tried going salt-free, and what your experience was like with that. Because I've never really, I think I tried it like 10 years ago for like a day and I hated it. So, and then I just went back to having salty stuff again. So yeah, let me know. Anyway, I'll kind of keep you updated as it goes. Don't know how committed I am at the moment. I'm sure. Okay, so I had to whip up a batch of hummus because I totally ran out. So I've just chucked this together. If you want my oil-free hummus recipe, it's here somewhere on YouTube, like far down. But I basically like loads of chickpeas, some of this lovely runny tahini. This is like my favorite kind. It's like not a big fat blob. It's really nice and runny. Some lemon juice and some garlic. And I was about to put some salt in and I was like, actually, let's just see what it's like without the salt. And I had a taste and it's actually quite nice. It's one of those things where I could eat hummus, just go crazy for hummus. But I don't think I could do it with this, but it is nice. So I'm going to try it salt-free with the rest of my stuff and see how I feel. Okay, so this is my lovely pre-breakfast snack. Half a cucumber, apple, kiwi, loads of leftover veggies, and some salt-free hummus. So I have got my porridge right here. 1 cup of oats, 2 cups of water, going in with some banana and cinnamon, keeping it simple. Obviously some flax as well for those healthy omegas. But I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone's lovely comments, just in general. I just really appreciate you guys. I'm so sorry that I'm not able to get back to all of your comments. I try and just give them a little heart to say that I've read them and I really appreciate them, but I just don't at the moment have the time when I've got the kids full time. I don't know how I would squeeze in any time to get back to your comments, but I read them all and I love them so much, and thank you so much. And I'm also so glad that a bunch of you said that you guys actually really enjoy watching these videos on a daily basis. It seems crazy to me that people would actually want to watch these videos on a daily basis, but I know that I would love to watch somebody else and what they eat every single day. So I'm just really glad that you guys are enjoying watching these videos. Just thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I love making these videos. I feel so inspired to get creative in the kitchen. I'm so passionate about this way of eating that hopefully I can share. Me sharing my journey with you guys can help you can help you build healthy habits along the way and incorporate more whole foods into your life, and to kind of get to where you want to be. But anyway, or just have fun watching them or get some inspiration, whatever. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. Anyway, let me finish this off. So I literally have about 3 minutes until I need to leave the house, because I need to go and pick up Romy. And so I really don't have very much time to do this. However, this is breakfast round 2. All the basic stuff, but super simple. I think this is a healthy Emmy breakfast, if there ever was one. So anyway, I'm going to go and dig into this, and I will be back a little bit later, and I'll let you know what ends up happening for the rest of the day. But veggie breakfast part 1 was interesting without the salt. I definitely missed the salt. I found it quite tricky. The hummus was all right, but I was like, where is the salt? So I'm not sure how I feel. What I think I'm going to do, I was mulling it over, I'm going to use today as a trial day, a salt-free day, if you will, to see how I feel by the end of the day. I know one day isn't very long, and I probably should do it for longer, but I'm going to just dabble my toes in and just try it out for a day. Yeah. So I'm just going to go and pick Roms up. I decided to add a few little blueberries to the top of my porridge to give it a little extra boost of sweetness. And then I was thinking about how I once upon a time used to add loads of maple syrup or brown sugar to my porridge in order to give it that flavour and satisfaction I needed, and now I don't need that and my porridge is delicious. So it may be the same with salt in the other direction. But I'm totally aware that I'm all over the place with this salt thing, and I don't even know what I'm doing. But that is one of the benefits, that is one of the things about you guys seeing me on a daily basis, is that I don't have everything figured out. It's not like I've tried it for a week and I figured out if I want to film it or any of that kind of stuff, and then I'm like, oh yeah, these are the results, this is what I've done, and if I didn't like it, then I just don't include it in the footage. I'm literally showing you my thoughts every single day, the things that I have in my mind, and what that kind of looks like on a daily basis, so that you guys can see my day-to-day thoughts. So a lot of the time it won't make sense and I might jump here and there all over the place, but that is what brains do. So I'm sorry if it feels a bit confusing, but I really don't know what I'm doing, and I'm just dabbling in potentially not having any salt. But I don't know if I'm going to stick to it. I have no idea. So anyway, brains do these strange things. But yeah, hopefully you guys appreciate the honesty that I'm giving you guys on a daily basis, and the fact that I don't have everything figured out, and I'm just trying things out like everyone tries things out. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to go and pick up Romy. I'm so excited to see her, and I'm going to finish off my porridge when I get home. So I've got my little Romy back. Mwah! Just picked her up, and I thought we would get started making a little bit of lunch. And I decided today, I had loads of leftover mushrooms in the fridge, and I thought it'd be really fun to make a quick and easy mushroom risotto, because I also have loads of rice that needs using as well. So I thought Romy could help me just chop these mushrooms up, and then we would make a little mushroom risotto to share. So that is my plan. And if you guys love a mushroom risotto and you want to learn how to make it quick and simple, then this is the way to do it, because it's literally going to take me like less than 10 minutes. Okay, fine, it's kind of like a mushroom risotto. I'm pretty sure I've made it before, but this is going to be darn delicious. So Romy is having a great time, and I was just thinking, sometimes I think about like, oh, what activity should I do with Romy or with Abe or something? But actually, they don't necessarily need a separate activity there for them. They can just get involved in whatever we're doing, because they find that most fascinating anyway. So anyway, she's just having a great time. Also, she's chopping these mushrooms up. She's just eating raw mushrooms. She's just having a whale of a time. She's getting to know mushrooms, and she's just enjoying. Oh, you're right. Did you want to eat this mushroom? Let mommy slice it a little bit for you. You're just eating mushrooms. Yep, she's just eating them. Oh, my little love. But I was briefly thinking, what am I going to do about this mushroom risotto and the lack of salt? I feel like it's going to need some salt. I just don't know. Maybe I'm going about this the wrong way. I was thinking about it. If I was chatting to somebody else who wanted to lower their salt levels, would I say cut your salt out all in one go? Or would I say, why don't you try and reduce your salt slowly and surely, so it's not a shock to the system, and try and build up habits where you just include less salt? in certain ways and maybe just sprinkle salt on the top for a while. I think I would do it in that way. So maybe I'm looking about this in the wrong way. I think I got a bit excited. I just wanted to jump into it. And yes, you can jump into things, but for salt, it's a really tricky one for me. And if you're finding something really difficult, you don't just have to jump in and do it all in one go. Actually, it might be more sensible. You might make more progress if you kind of take it step by step and just change little small things over the course of time. So I am going to actually add a little bit of salt in this. I'm going to add a little sprinkle of bouillon because I want to enjoy my food. And I'm not at the place yet where I can just enjoy it without salt fully. So that's what I've decided to do. It's all right. I'm gonna do it. Romy, you didn't know the funny. Like I said, I'm just taking you guys on my brain journey with me. My brain has decided it wants a little bit of salty salt. This kid is eating raw onion. We're just chopping some onion and she's like, yeah, let's eat it. So there you go, have another little piece. All right, guys, so I have just made some incredible mushroom risotto with beans and rice and all of those good things. And I filmed it for you. It was messy and very squeaky, but I thought I'd show you the recipe because why not? Anyway, I'm gonna go and dig into this. This has got loads and loads of mushrooms in, obviously like two cups of rice and some chickpeas as well. So I was quite hungry, so this is gonna be very, very satisfying. In terms of the salt, I did put soy sauce a little bit, and I did put a bit of miso, and I put a little bit of bouillon, but I used much less than I usually would, and I'm going to do it slowly but surely. That's my new strategy. So anyway, I'm going to go dig into this delicious feast, and I'm going to share some with Romy, obviously. Okay, so I am feeling quite full. I've had just over half of this bad boy. I thought I was going to eat it all, but I just trying to listen to my hunger fullness cues, and I definitely did have less salt than I would naturally have. And that helps me listen to my hunger fullness cues, but it was still really yummy, so I enjoyed it. So I think I'm finding a good balance of just doing like a little bit less salt than normal. So anyway, I'm going to continue down that train. But anyway, Romy here is a gut bucket. She's eaten loads of lunch at nursery, and then she's come back and she's just stuffing her face because she loves this so much. Anyway, we're going to play for a little bit and then I'm going to go and get Abe. All right, guys, it's dinner time and I'm whipping up something really fast and simple this evening. I've got loads of potatoes in the fridge that I steamed up ages ago, so I thought a really good, fast, speedy meal would be hash browns and tomato soup for like dunking purposes, and that's like the veggie portion. So it's a very quick tomato soup. It's like 3 ingredients. It's basically onions, tins of tomatoes, and red lentils with obviously a bit of bouillon. And you just put that on, let it do its thing, and then it's done, and blend it up. So I'm going to do that, and then some lovely crispy hash brown like patty kind of things. So I think the kids will like that as well. So anyway, I'm going to get started making that now. I have got the soup that's nearly ready. I'm just going to give that a quick blend. Abe decided he did not want the tomato soup, so I said, how about tomato pasta? And he thought that's a great idea. Because it's literally the same sauce, so I don't know what he's talking about, but anyway, I'm doing him some pasta so he can have it with that. He wants hash browns as well, and the hash browns are looking so delicious. I love a hash brown. I haven't made them in ages, and I've done a little low calorie density platter to start with, and I thought I'd just spread it out on the table and see if Abe wants to like have a munch before we get started. So I've got 2 heads of broccoli and 3 little carrots. So I'm just going to plate that up, pop that down, and see. I'm going to do some snacking. Maybe he can do some snacking. Everyone could just do a bit of snacking. And Romy is fast asleep because she was knackered. Okay, I have got my dinner ready. I've got some hash browns still in the air fryer, so sorry about the noise, but I want to show you my gigantic feast. Look at this, baby. I've got my tomato soup, which has a few red lentils in there as well. Got all my hash browns. I'm going to have to give one of those to Abe, but that's all right. Carrots and all my broccoli. And my strategy is to dunk the broccoli in the soup because that is darn tasty. Anyway, I did end up putting a little bit of bouillon in the soup, but not loads, not as much as I usually do. So I've scaled it back a little bit and it's still very yummy. So it's a work in progress, you know. But anyway, I'm going to go and dig into this amazing feast. But these hash browns are just crispy heaven, baby, crispy heaven. So this soup was a mega success. Everyone is going crazy for it, like more than usual. It's an extra special soup. So my husband James said it reminds him, and this is a compliment, it reminds him of the tins of soup, nostalgic tins of soup he used to have as a kid. So like it's like a proper, really good consistency, just like a great soup, so creamy. So I am going to try and write the recipe down. I'm going to try and leave it below because you guys got to make this soup like It's such a good soup. So anyway, look, Romy just can't stop eating it. She's just going crazy for it. Abe's eating loads. Oh, baby. You've splopped it everywhere, but yeah, I love your smile. But anyway, gotta make this soup, yo. Gotta make it.